Papa Brad. Welcome to the iiRcadians, the show for fans of the iircade. While you're here, don't forget to slam that like button. And why don't you subscribe to the channel? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Thank you. And on with the show. iiRcadians assemble.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words you can say that.
Not every game is going to be for everybody, and it's not intended to be, right? And every game might be a great AAA title for some people, and other people have no idea what this game is. It doesn't make it a bad game, just make it a good game. It just means something you might not have tried yet, right? And I definitely highly encourage you to check out some of these games. And with that, let me actually go into something else real quick too. Let me bring on my list here. Hold on. So I do have here like a list of games I threw together for some of you newcomers specifically, right? A lot of you guys have been here for a bit too, but some of you are newer to the system again, right? Some of these games are just hidden, buried below hundreds of games now, right? So, and they're hard to find. So these are some of the games that I would highly suggest picking up. Let me go through this list really quick. So I threw this together earlier today. This is about 50 or 60 games right now too that are available on the platform, on iircade right now, on the store right now that you can pick up and play. A lot of these games are now online as well too, or they have global leaderboards and stuff. So if you like any of these kinds of games, these are some of my favorites on the system, to name a few, right? So here we go.
Alien Storm, Andro Dunos, Another World, Big Striker, Breaker's Revenge, Burger Time, Dragon's Lair series, Crackdown, Dark Steel 1 and 2, Dead Cells, ColecoVision Collection, Donut Dodo, the Double Dragon series, Elevator Action Returns, Evolution Soccer, Data East, Hoops 96, In the Hunt, Jet Pen Arcade, Kung Fu Master, Load Runner series, Magical Drop series, Mad Mania, Mayhem Brawlers, Neo Drift Out, Night Slashers, Oddmar, Outzone, the R-Type series, Rage of the Dragons, Jalico Rally Big Run, Rangok Skies, the Rastan series, Retromania Wrestling, Riptide GP Renegade, Rising Hell Arcade Edition, Shadow Dancer, The Legend of Shinobi, Snow Bros 1 and 2, Space Harrier, Data East Stadium Hero 96, The Strikers 1945 series, Sydney Hunter, The SCNX, Combat Tribes, Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove, Tropical Angel, US Championship V-Ball, Windjammers, East Chronicles, Zero Wing. Okay, and with that, there's over 60 games right there on that list, right? And those are all games that I highly recommend. Those are great games. I think that pretty much anybody who buys an arcade-style cabinet is going to enjoy those games. Most of them are online. Most of them have global leaderboards. There you go, right? Have some fun with those for the meantime. And of course, we're working on more and more games. And try some things that you might not have played yet. That's always my best suggestion, right? Look at those games that you might be like, I wonder what that game is. Try it out. 30-minute refund window, right? You can always do that. So there you go.
Over here, who is this guy? Is this Papa Brad's Gaming from the iiRcadians? What's up, Papa Brad?
Happening? Good to see you, P.
Papa Brad's legit.
Thank you.
Why don't
Hi!
Those are so loud. All right.
Jog? Everyone say hi to Jog. What's up, man?
Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Papa Brad's legit.
iiRcadians assemble.
Yes.
What's
That
up?
was like the longest intro in the history of YouTube.
I know. Thank you. I had to make you suffer.
I thought the show was over.
It's so long. Jeff was able to drive home on his way home from work. It was so long.
All right, everybody.
Joining us, guys. That was a wonderful show. Have a good night.
I went and changed my outfit 5 times.
Yeah, Jeff leaves me like 45-minute messages on my phone sometimes. So, you know.
But I understand, Papa Brad, because
I had
you're
to
showing
start
just
that
how many
way
games
for
are
a
in the
reason. For a reason, I did that because the narrative has been on certain YouTube channels is the iiRcade has no games, and let's just get it straight right off the bat. iiRcade has a ton of awesome games. Unless you're blind, you realize that this is a machine that has a good library of games. What do you guys think?
Dude, so many. I had such a great time last weekend. Like after we did the show, obviously I was rocking Space Invaders. But I got into Thunder Hoops too because I had never completed that game.
Great.
And I also never completed Alligator Hunt. So I did like a back-to-back. I ran through both of those games. Please, more of those Galco games. More.
Those are
please.
cool.
Yeah.
Those are cool. So let's start with our first topic. Let's see. Welcome to iiRcadians. This is a show made by the fans of the iiRcade. It's a community-made show. We are all iiRcadians. We have plenty of great games right now that you can play. Let's just introduce everyone on the panel. Let's start. How about we start with kevgret?
What's up, everybody? kevgret is here. Welcome to another show. Glad to be on the panel. Tiny Tim's, erbwars 6, Papa Brad, and Brooklyn. Thanks for having me again, guys.
Okay, awesome. Let's just jump right into it. What do y'all think about the iiRcade version of Space Invaders?
Wow.
Solid.
Really good.
I mean,
Love it.
this shows what is possible when they take the time to make a game and do it right. To me, this is the best home version of Space Invaders I've ever played. And I've been playing this game for years, different versions of it. And to me, this is my, outside of actually having the actual arcade machine sitting in front of you, to me, this is my favorite way to play the game. That's just how I feel about it.
I haven't played a cabinet of Space Invaders in 15 years, so I have no recollection of comparison. But I can tell you it's better than every home version I've ever played. I got like maybe 6 versions behind me of various qualities throughout different ports from different collections and stuff. This is solid. And the price point was ridiculously low.
Whoa, no way. Is that TI Invaders for the Texas Instruments?
Invaders.
Yeah.
What?
That's cool, man. You know, I've been following Space Invaders since this mug right here.
That's right.
There you go.
Remember this one?
So Space Invaders drops last Friday. I get home. Then they added it to my iiRcade because I have the Space Invaders Gold on the way. So they were nice enough to add it for me.
Cool.
And this is how I explain it. Do you ever have a time when you listen to a song, say from the 80s or 70s, and while you're listening to that song, it brings back such clear memories of a certain time? Well, that is exactly what happened to me once I started playing Space Invaders again. It brought me back to being away on holiday where I used to go to this hotel that had an arcade and Space Invaders was there, which was one of the first, arcade games I ever played. And it just took me so clearly back to that time. I was having such a great time playing it, and now I'm score chasing.
Awesome. Hey,
Yes,
you want to say hello to some people in the chat, Brooklyn?
Oh, here we go. He's ambushing me. What is going on? See, To Die For. What's going on? To Die For. Nix. Let's say hello to Punk Rock Dave, Rhea, King Crayo, who he was ducking Steps Gaming on the Friday Night Arcade show, but he did show up.
He showed up,
and he retained his championship.
I know.
Yeah, he's no
Good
joke.
job.
Mitchell
Good
B. I'm sure there's some more people, but I would have to scroll up.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Let's
JP Blix, what's up?
JP's
Super Cool
here.
Joe and Rainwater Games. I'm not going to say
Awesome.
hi to you, Papa Brad. You're in here with me.
Yeah, you don't have to say hi to me.
I see
Okay.
you in the chat too.
Let's watch a quick review of Space Invaders real quick.
All right.
Okay, so that was a trailer. Let's see. Play the next one. That wasn't the one I was thinking that I had there.
Okay, you have 3 of them here. We'll go.
I know.
we'll go with the second
I'm
one.
in the chat section. I'm sorry. I didn't know which one that we were playing.
Okay.
That was the one from my. It's finally here, Space Invaders for the iiRcade. Let's check it out. First, I'm going to show some black and white footage. You can easily also switch to color. The thing that's great about this game is you can change between the different gels, backdrops, and bezels all on the fly. This is how you pay homage, how you pay respect to a classic game. This game was not rushed. This game was painstakingly made to really give the ultimate home Space Invaders experience. Someone who's played this game for my whole life, since I first played it in the Kmart, first arcade game I ever played, I know this game pretty well. And I can say that this plays basically as a high definition version. My capture card doesn't really do this game justice. It's so sharp and clear. The sound is perfected. You know, the sound difference between the Mothership and the Space Invaders is EQ'd. It's balanced better. This is how you optimize a classic arcade game to get the best experience. This game is an example of what can happen when you don't rush games out the door and you take the time to make the game right. With this game, I was really concerned about emulation, so I played Space Invaders on my MAME arcade for a good hour. And then I spent another good 2 hours playing this game to compare them. For me, the iiRcade version is going to be my preferred way to play Space Invaders at home. It's just so much better. The resolution, the way that the game plays, they really nailed it. It's the arcade experience at home. Optimization that makes the difference. Then they come in with a really great price of $7.99. I mean, this game is worth every penny of that and then some. If you're into retro games, this is a must-buy for the iiRcade, and it's a huge achievement for them. iiRcade has been a platform with the best shmups on it. Now they have the one that started it all. And they did a fantastic job with it. Overall, I would say that iiRcade Space Invaders is the best home experience I've had playing the original Space Invaders arcade game. Attention to detail is what makes this version of Space Invaders so incredible. I mean, just everything about it is premium. And me personally, I'm glad I'm getting a gold cab for this game. This is definitely a huge win for iiRcade, and I'm glad that they have this version of Space Invaders on their machines. If you're a fan of classic arcades, I don't see how you could not have this on your iiRcade. It's that good. Also, leaderboard support will be coming soon, so there will be competitive play. You can play and have your score put on a leaderboard. So this is a very strong, I would say almost S-tier game for iiRcade. There are a few areas that I think could be improved. The main thing I think they could improve on this game, which is very close to getting a perfect score from me, is to add button support for left and right movement and shooting. The original Space Invaders came in two models. It came in with one model where they had a joystick and a fire button, and there was another model which used buttons, which was a lot more common. So I would like to see some button implementation put into this Space Invaders game. I think that would be a great and easy improvement. So my final score for Space Invaders, if they fixed the buttons, this is 100. The way it is now, without button support, my score would be a 95. It's close to the perfect game, just needs a little more work. Also, the leaderboards need to be implemented. But I would give this one, if you're into classic arcade games, if you like Space Invaders, this is a must-buy. For $7.99, I mean, it's insane. This is a fantastic version of this game. amazing update for this game. Now they've added full button support. You get 100% authentic Space Invaders controls with a joystick or with the buttons. I sent my review to Jong and Michael, and 2 days later, I get a message saying that they're making improvements to the game. They're listening to the feedback of the fans, giving me my favorite arcade game exactly the way I want to play it. So for that, all I gotta say is thank you, iiRcade. I am grateful. And definitely, that changes the rating of this game to S tier. If you like Space Invaders, this is a definitive version. For $7.99, you can have arguably the best home arcade version of Space Invaders to ever be made. This is Papa Brad's Gaming, reminding you to stay legit. One more really cool thing about the iiRcade version of Space Invaders is you can enable Easter eggs. You hold down the coin button and turn the volume up and down while holding the coin button, and you get secret messages which have been put into the game. Very cool Easter egg. Just another thing that makes this game so incredibly cool. Great job, iiRcade. Proud of this game. All right.
Great review.
Brad.
Great review,
Yeah.
Brad.
I mean,
Kevgret, I see your question in the chat about do you use sticks or buttons?
Yeah.
And I started out using buttons, but now I'm finding I'm a little bit better with the sticks.
Really?
So
I keep going back and forth. Like I keep
Yeah, me
going back
too.
and forth. Like I'll play a game and I'll play good with the buttons, and then I'll play good with the sticks. I mean, they really, the way they mapped it, they both work really well.
Yeah, they did an excellent job on it.
I play
my high
sticks.
score. My high scores have been all on buttons and in black and white.
Yes.
I've tried
Yeah.
color, I've tried bezel, and for some reason I do better in black and white, and I do better on the buttons. I just feel it's a little bit more snappy on for left and right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that too. I feel like I have more control with the buttons than I do with the joystick. But it's also what I'm familiar with. Like, you know, in the United States, most of Space Invaders cabs use 2 buttons.
Yep.
Right.
And, you know, I know that I sent that feedback immediately, and I know P-Dubs sent that feedback to them almost immediately. I sent them that review before I even put it up. And lo and behold, 2 days later, I get a whole new different version of the game with the button mapping supported. And
That's awesome.
it was great to see that, you know. I mean, this really, for me, as a Space Invaders fan, I can't wait to have this in my home, you know, so I can display it proudly.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting close, man.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll have Space Invaders behind me soon, so
Yep.
hopefully.
Nice.
I gotta say, on your review, you called it a you called it a port? No, emulation. And you know what? Because Michael built it from scratch, I don't even know if we can qualify it. It's a whole new game. It's
Yeah.
accurate.
But
Yep.
yeah,
But
it's literally, I played Space Invaders, I think, more than I've ever played it in a stretch. Before I reviewed this game, I spent at least a solid hour on MAME. Then I played the iiRcade version. And I mean, it's like dead on.
Yeah.
Every
Hey,
pixel is dead on with the arcade game.
Sorry to
Plus-
interrupt, but let's say hi to Rainwater Games live from his car as usual.
All right.
Rainwater.
What's
It
up,
wouldn't be a
Rainwater?
stream without rainwater.
I'm like, I want to chat. I want to like type stuff in, but I can't. I'm driving, so I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'll
well,
just play the damn thing.
let's just put you on. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys? I wanted to say something about your
Hands on the
review
wheel.
because my bad. I don't want to die. If I die, it's your guys' fault.
It's not on me.
Jesus.
I wanted to say something because I watched your review and it was awesome, and you pointed out like it didn't have the button support, but then you sent that review to Michael and Jong, and then in 2 days they added button support.
2 days.
I just wanted to
That's
point out
awesome.
how freaking cool that is. That these guys really listen to us.
And
Exactly.
Michael himself personally sent me the text. Michael said, you know, update the game Space Invaders and check it out. And it had the button support, and it was perfect. I mean, that was amazing. You know, I mean,
That's awesome.
you know, I'm still kind of awestruck that like they changed it like so quick.
Quick turnaround. I mean, I don't even think Michael because Michael had to do, run the company during hours. He did this all after hours in his free time.
It's incredible.
That tells you a lot.
Yeah. Well, they tried to emulate it for a very long time, and then it just wasn't working. And Michael's like, fine, I'll do it myself. And he rebuilt it.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it took so long. It was made from scratch.
You know what's crazy too? Think about all the work and love that went into this game, right? I went to Starbucks yesterday and I got me a cold brew. It was $8.50. And I was like, $8.50. This game is $7.99.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just spent $8.50 on a cold brew that took me 10 minutes to drink. What is going on around here? That just shows you the quality and the value that you get with iircade right now.
We got trying to guess what the price would be.
Yeah,
right. I was at 15. I was saying $14.99 all day.
Yeah,
I was saying $9.99.
We got a comment from the Rexer show. Japan version was joystick. North American Bally Midway was buttons. So cool to have both.
Interesting.
See, I like the buttons better. I'm glad that you got that added in there because it's easier for me to play it with the buttons. I don't know why, but it just feels better for me.
Snappy.
Well, I'm the same way with Asteroids. I can't play Asteroids with a joystick. I mean, some people can. I just can't.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It just depends.
What you get used to.
I think so. The Rexer said, has anyone gotten past 9,999?
No.
I haven't seen anybody yet.
I haven't seen anyone yet.
I don't think the leaderboards are active yet, are they?
No, so we wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah.
But people are going to get good at this. This is a game that makes you. This is like potato chips. It's addictive. Once you start playing it, it's hard to stop playing it.
Yeah.
Was it the guy that has the world record? Didn't somebody say it took like 213 screens or something to get that far?
21,000 points.
There's a guy on the Facebook page that's like 20,000 right now, or I think his name's Jeff something.
Yeah, darn right it is.
If you take 211 screens off of that, that's about where I'm at right now.
Exactly.
But I got a little ways to go. But
and
okay, so here's what I would say. What if you broke the record? What if one of us actually broke that record? Because I don't know that they could count this. And the reason I say
this is its own custom version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's its own custom version.
Even just that aside, the fact that you can pause your iircade and come back, you could play it over the course of a couple of days without, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're good enough to not die, you can just keep pausing it, go off, do something else, come back. But that guy that got that record, guaranteed, he sat there through all 200 and whatever screens to get that without a pause.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Richie Knuckles that got that record?
John Tannehill from Australia got 211,000 in 2018. And it was achieved on an original 1978 Taito arcade cabinet. And it took him 3 hours, 47 minutes, and 56 seconds to get to the score of 218,870.
Took a job at that point.
I know. His back had to be killing him.
We're gonna stop playing this again.
That's crazy.
During his run, with the game score rolling over from 10,000 back to 0, 21 independent times.
What?
Jeez.
Wow.
He didn't do that sitting on an arcade one-up stool. That's
no.
I can go like 6 fights on the big blue before I have to stand.
Yeah, you sit, stand, sit, stand.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you want the best stool, look at
those stools are torture.
Side by side, you have it's like twice the height. This is from WWE, and it's ridiculously expensive, but super comfortable. Just the difference.
Yeah, those stools are not made for sitting, apparently.
They're designed.
I don't know what they're for. I mean, I put junk on them. It's my drink holder. It's in the way.
Mine's holding my new gold hoodie.
The fact that it's not squishy and it's strong enough to not spill your drink tells you how hard it is.
See, me and kevgret went on diets just so we wouldn't break them.
Yeah, exactly.
I just get pissed off that they intentionally design those stools where the artwork doesn't line up unless the legs are all
Oh, yeah.
Boy, we got off on a tangent
Thanks for
there.
screwing
Sorry
with
about
my
that.
OCD like that.
And
Arcade
now
One
we're
Up.
gonna have kitchen stool talk with Brad.
Yeah. Well, at least we're not making a hate Facebook group because of our stools.
I'm making all Arcade One Up hate stool content from now on. That's
Hate
all
stool
I'm doing.
content.
I think you just
Rebranded.
made
Official
yourself
stool
tomorrow's topic over
site.
on that.
Oh, that's good. Go ahead. Do your
Probably.
worst.
Probably.
Okay, so what we do have a great retro gamer with us today. We have Tim's Tiny Arcade, and he has sent us a special video with strategy for Space Invaders. Can you show that video, Brooklyn?
Sure.
Hello, welcome to Tim's Tiny Arcade, and today we're going to talk about how you're going to get 300 points hitting that UFO in Space Invaders. It just got released on the iiRcade for $7.99, and they're going to have leaderboards, and I want to be chasing those leaderboards. We'll show a little bit of the game, and then I'm going to show you how you get those 300 points. So let's jump into it, guys.
What's up, Paul? Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Tim'sTinyArcade.com podcast YouTube. What the hell is it, Tim? What is it? YouTube. Tim's Tiny Arcade. Boom shakalaka.
All right, so let's launch Space Invaders. All right, so you can use left and right with the controller, or if you want to use left and right with the buttons, that's the way it was played in a lot of the arcades here in the United States. You got a shoot button, and I believe you can use these buttons also. If you want to use those and whatever, you can use the number 2, player also. Mode, bezel, moon. Leaderboard's not up yet, but very soon they'll be up. So let me go ahead and hit the A button. So we get into it. I love that the title screen here. This game looks very good on the iiRcade. I just want to show you something real quick before I show you how to get that 300 points. So they got a color mode, so the enemy's up here. So if I hit X here, you can change it to classic, color, or black and white. So then your bezel. So if you want a bezel on the sides, no bezel, you got that option, or the backdrop. So you can have the moon or no moon. I like the moon. I always thought that was cool in the arcade. All right, just kind of wanted to show you that there's a lot of different options in this game. All right, guys, we're going to try it out here. Let me coin up. All right, to get 300 points in Space Invaders to help boost that score on that UFO, because it's not random. All right, so one player. You want to hit that UFO on the 23rd shot on the first time. So I need to shoot 22 times here. Clear a couple of these out. There's 10. There's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, so now if I hit them, I should get 300 points. All right, so now I got to kind of do the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the 15th hit now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, if I hit them again, should be another 300. If I hit them. Got them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This should be another. There we go. Now I'm going to try to finish this board off. And there you go. Look at that score, 2,190 points by hitting, knowing the numbers. All right, guys, so that's just a little trick. So if you can hit the first UFO on the 23rd hit, you'll get to 300 points. And then after that, on the 15th hit. So it's a way you can kind of boost that score up. You saw how many points I got on that first board by doing that. Now it does get harder later on, but you may not be able to do that. But anyways, kind of neat little trick to get that 300 point UFO. Guys, please like this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, keep on gaming.
Wow, what a cool trick, huh?
Yeah.
Great video,
I never
Tim.
knew that. Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
Usually I can only get
it was
about
like-
3 of those UFOs, but on that video I got 4. So
That was like a perfect rack. I think you hit
It
every
was.
one of
Yeah.
the 300-point UFOs. You got
yeah,
all
I
the
got all 4
invaders.
of them.
That was a good
And-
comeback because they were all the way at the bottom. I was like, oh, I'm not getting out of this.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thing I
Was it
love
the
about
20
this game is that even the tricks that you can do to kind of cheat the real Space Invaders work on this version too.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
The
it's just like
23rd
the arcade.
hit or the 23rd shot?
Shot.
You want to hit it. You want to hit it on the 23rd.
The 23rd has to be the one where you hit the UFO.
Yes.
And then after that,
Then
it's
the
just
15th every
Then the
time.
15th.
That's
hit,
crazy.
yes.
I never knew that. Like my tips would have
I
been
didn't
how
know
get
that.
the lowest score.
You know what?
No, usually I get the 50 if you
found-
don't do that.
I found a
Yeah.
video. I found a movie. Everybody wants some, because who doesn't want some? Space Invaders. They have a little clip that I found in a movie showing another trick where you can dominate Space Invaders. Run that clip, Brooklyn. There you go.
That's sweet.
What movie was
You
that?
got to use the gap. Make the gap.
Nice.
You got to
Oh,
use the
that's
gap. The gap works. I was doing it on Space Invaders earlier today. You can do the gap move too.
Wow.
You got to have the right count though, because it can get shady real quick.
Yep.
They get real fast. The thing is, I think you have to really play it to like mastery, because those last couple, they just fly by you. But I would imagine once you get the timing right, that you could score really high.
I didn't hear most of that, but is the idea that you create a gap, it makes it so they go slower?
No, when they get to the last row, they will
don't
not.
shoot.
They cannot shoot you. So
They
when
shoot
you
over
shoot
you.
when you shoot the ones in the bottom row, basically you can hit them and they don't hit you.
Ah, okay.
But it's dangerous because they're literally at the very bottom. If you miss one, they land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's too risky. I
Yeah.
thought there was a way too that
Hey,
you
man,
could take out certain lines and like actually prevent them from speeding up. Like if you take out, I think it was like 3 lines on the left and then skip one, and then or something like that, that you could actually keep them from going to their next speed. But maybe
It's a cool strategy, and you know the Rexer show is 100% right. Like these strategies, just like Donkey Kong strategy, it takes practice. I mean, you're not just instantly going to be able to do this, but if you keep trying, it gets easier, and you start to see the patterns. You know, you got to enter the matrix. You know, eventually it gets easier as you play.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Donkey Kong takes strategy. I've watched Rexer play it. He stands there and he's trying to explain to me these little things that are like, he's like, okay, you got to wait until the spring gets just. That one would have been the one. And I'm like, wait, it looked like the rest of them. What are you talking about? He's like, not this one, not this one. Wait. Okay, that one, go. And it's like, no, you can't. And I'm like, dude, how do you know
he's
what
like
you're doing?
He's like a god with games. Did you guys watch his Pac-Man video?
Oh yeah.
The ninth key?
He's crazy.
That was a great video.
So he calls it the suicide run when you play like that.
Yeah.
But it is fun. I'll tell you what, it is fun just to do it for a while to see if you can even make it through a couple levels. But you know that's what's great about this game. They could have like just took that ROM, ported it, threw out a half-baked version, but they took the time to give us something really special and perfect. And I just want to say a big thank you to Michael and John for making this game possible. And I want to bring up the next topic, which is a good one.
Hey,
Because I've
Brad,
heard
real
this
quick.
one brought up a lot. Yeah,
If we're done with Space Invaders, can I just plug my giveaway?
absolutely.
So in honor of Space Invaders, I'm giving this away on my channel tomorrow. It
That's
is
awesome.
a Space Invaders vinyl. This isn't, cheap. This is a Hobby Lobby Space Invaders vinyl hang up, framed, ready to go. All you have to do is just go to my channel, leave a comment on the video I made about it, and I'm giving it away tomorrow in honor of iIrcade Space Invaders.
Awesome.
Thanks, Brad.
Just a quick roundabout. I mean, answer this question. I want everyone to answer this question for themselves. Was the game worth the time it took? 450 days to make it. I'm going to say absolutely. What do you say, Brooklyn?
I'm going to say yes too, because it wasn't like the only game that I'm like waiting for. I still have so many other things to play, so I wasn't like wondering when Space Invaders was coming out. I knew it would eventually be there.
Put the crown on the King of Shmups by having the very first great one. What do you think, Tim?
I think definitely it's worth the wait, because I play current games like Xbox. Battlefield 2042 is a perfect example of a game that came out rushed. Now nobody's even playing that game because it's like the fourth or fifth Battlefield as far as people playing it now, because they just rushed it out. So I think definitely it's worth the wait. If a game comes out, it's like Space Invaders did, on iiRcade. I mean, it's definitely worth the wait because they did everything right in that game. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, if they just came out with the black and white version or the color version,
Right.
but they came out with every possible combination that you can think of to play this game on. And, 450 days is a long time, but you can't argue with the results that we got, and it's pretty much perfection. So, and in hindsight, did we want it earlier? Of course, but did we get the absolute perfect version that we could ever have hoped for? I think we did. So, yeah, it was worth it.
What do you think, erbwars?
I definitely think it was worth it. I mean, I have the A1 up version. I have it on Legends Ultimate. The A1 up version, is okay, but it's so loud that even like on the medium setting, your neighbor's banging on your door because, as soon as that spaceship
saucer comes out and it blows your speakers out. They re-EQ'd and mixed the game.
Yeah,
they EQ'd and remixed the game.
If I play that version, my A1 up, I mean, I do put it on, but I just turn the sound off because, like I said, it's too loud. And but it's cool because we get the different versions. You get the moon, you get the bezel, and I'm really excited for the leaderboards. Not that I'm going to be on there with some of you guys.
No.
So,
what do you think, Six?
I got to go with Miyamoto on this one. Let me get this quote right. So a delayed game is good eventually, but a rushed game is bad forever. Now, he said that before updates, but look at Cyberpunk. They say it's fixed. It's sitting on my shelf back there, and I haven't tried it since because I've moved on. It took them too long to get around to it. The hype was
right.
Yeah,
I gave mine away.
That is true. There's something for taking the time to do it right before you release it.
You only get one first try.
It's true. What do you think, Jeff? Let me unmute you, bud. Oh, there we go.
I agree. I think I'd rather them wait and make sure they get it right than put out something that's kind of half done or that's still needs work. That's not fun. We don't want to be we're not game testers. That's not what we're here for. But I tell you this, like, people complained about it took so long to come out. This game, you got to remember, Michael didn't know all of this stuff. This stuff that Tim just told us about, like the 23 shots and that kind of stuff. I'm sure Michael probably didn't know that when he started, but he had to get their approval on all of this stuff. So you go back to them and they go, hey, bro, did you know it's got to have this? It's got to have that. And they scrutinized every little detail and every little pixel on this thing. So the fact that he was able to get it out as fast as he was is pretty darn impressive with having to get them to buy off on all this stuff.
And, the game plays true to the original and actually pays homage to it. And that's what I love about iiRcade. They take the time to optimize the games. They give us tons of choices. They got tons of great independent game publishers working on games, and I think that's cool. I want to throw out a little plug for a friend of mine that did a Space Invaders tournament on the iiRcade zone, Gunther. I know a lot of us were a part of it, and it was really a special event. I have a quick little reel of the event and what it was like playing Space Invaders on iiRcade Zone.
I heard a rumor that you guys are implementing that curve neuron score. We're gonna be dividing by 10.
Yes, that is going to be counted by 10 guys.
Okay.
Uh-oh, we got some characters here. We got we got Steve Derrick.
Let's do this.
What up, man?
God. Steve Miller.
Woo! And we got Mr. Rainwater.
Respect, Gunther.
All right.
What up, Jeff? And then we got
Do this.
Lasco.
Good to see all you guys. We're going to.
Prentice broke.
What's up?
1,000. Look at it.
What's up, gang?
What's up?
How are you,
What's
man? Okay, Nick says he's at 6230.
Wait, who got 6230? Nick? Put it in the chat, Mike.
No, I'm already out.
Dog is done tonight.
10:30. But you're gonna multiply my score by 10, right?
How's the stream do?
And 30. Play again, John. Play again. I say
30.
Oh, you're gonna give me another 10.
I say the 30. How about this? Why don't we play until the end of the hour? At the end of the hour,
Okay, I like that.
everybody work your score out. How about that?
Score out, yep.
That's what we'll do.
I am losing hard here.
Watson, keep going. You got 1480. You got till the end of the hour, Watson. Get that number up.
1600 is mine for tonight. Second
Rascal
shot
said
at
he's
it.
done.
I'll do a second shot at it if you want.
We need your scores.
For Lantern.
But it's looking like Mr. Jerry, guys, has pulled this one off this time.
Sure did.
Shout out to Mr. Jerry.
Been
man.
prepping for this
Retro
one.
games. He's got the retro game chops.
Yeah, he does.
All right. Go back to this.
Can't wait for those new leaderboards too. Up to 100 now.
Oh, I'm excited about
Awesome.
those.
And it scrolls too.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, huge.
I have a chance of being in the top 100 then.
Yeah, see, and then you.
Oh wait, Jeff said 2440. Hold on, Jeff.
Jeff said he beat Gunther.
2440.
Don't shoot me, I beat Gunther.
2440. All right, Jeff, I got you.
Banned for life.
He's already been banned, so now he's banned twice, and now he's allowed back in.
We got you, man.
Can't beat the host. That's weird.
Awesome.
We are going to go ahead and end the tournament, guys. Let's see what happens when I hit end. Let's see what it does.
Just shuts off.
All right. Yep, we're ending it. All right. Here we go.
Mr. Jerry.
90.
Mr. Jerry.
Great.
Not
stuff.
Jerry.
Jerry. Oh my God.
All those years paid off, man.
I can't say I'm not surprised there.
Nope.
So once again, I'm sending Mr. Jerry more stuff. He has.
He's got a house full of.
Can you imagine how much crap that guy has now that I've made? Unbelievable.
Man.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for
Thank you,
hanging out with
guys.
us tonight. We had an amazing time playing Space Invaders on our first ever release tournament party. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Six, Corrupt, Papa, the whole 9 yards. Everybody
crew.
hanging out with us. AC, you got any final words for everybody?
Man, hey, I'm going back to play some Space Invaders.
All right. We'll see everybody.
Shout out iiRcade Zone for putting on this event for us. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
For bringing the community together.
Real quick.
That was a fun event.
Nice.
And
That was
that's
fun.
also what's so great about it being on iiRcade, because like let's say you have it on Arcade 1UP, it's not like everyone's going out the same night and it's going to have it and all be on
No.
playing it together. It's like the whole community comes together. We had a party that last Friday. It was great.
It was great. And iiRcade couldn't be easier. HDMI straight out of the machine.
Yep.
Could not be easier to do this. I mean, and it works great. You know, the online, they're really making a lot of progress.
Yo, and on the topic of parties, Game and Brew Night coming up September 10th. I know I'll be in attendance. Anyone else on the panel planning on being there?
Not me.
No, I won't be there.
It's just too far, and I can't leave my class for that long, you know,
All right.
honestly. My poor
As
little
I
second
kick everyone
graders.
from the panel, let's say goodbye.
In
your hotel room.
Too much, but I'm going to be watching it. I'll be watching it. I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, I just got my
Brooklyn,
invitation
I need
yesterday,
to
so I'll
sleep
be
on the
there.
couch in your hotel room. And also, can you buy my plane tickets?
Right.
Can you also go to work for him too,
wait.
so he can be there?
Sorry, can you
Also,
call my
could you
boss
go to
and
work
ask
for
me
me?
off?
One more thing.
Uh-oh.
Got one more thing.
You got a starburst?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy if Brad had the ability to launch titles?
I would be in heaven if I could do one more thing. But let's take a look.
Michael, anything else?
I think that's it, John. I'll let you do.
We're good?
I'll let you close this out. Yeah, I'll let you close this out.
Sound-
Play us out with whatever you want.
Sounds good. Shall we play them out with a video? Space Invader video?
We can. Or
sounds good. We'll play you out with Space Invader video. Thank you so much for everybody for joining. But before we get there, one more thing. Woo!
It's finally back. You're finally here. Let's go. It's one more thing time.
We haven't done that in a while. We had to do it.
Yeah. So what's our one more thing, John?
Just one more thing. It's not about today, but we wanted to let you know that we wanted to let you know when the other Space Invader game is coming.
Correct.
This game is called Space Invaders Infinity Gene. It's the modern version of the game. Amazing music, amazing music, and which also makes it really awesome fit for your iiRcade.
Those of you who have gold editions, there is actually a music mode in this game too, where you can just play the music and create your own beats. So have fun with the bass of this game, for sure. With that JBL sound, because it pumps.
Oh, it's really amazing bass, amazing music, and amazing sound. The release. We're gonna tell you when the release date is. It's not gonna be today, but the release date is boom. August 19th, 2022, which is in 2 weeks.
2 weeks from today, yeah. So 2 weeks from today, we will launch officially Space Invaders Infinity Gene, a modern take on Space Invaders in the store for you all too, right? So those of you waiting around for that too, it's coming very soon. So give us 2 weeks time. We'll get everything ready for you, get all those things that we need to get ready for you, and then that's it.
Yeah, this is going to be really awesome. I am really loving the game as well. I am playing it. I'm not good at it, but I'm really enjoying it. Enjoy Space Invaders. Woo!
Have fun.
Wow, announcing a game release.
Yeah.
There
you go.
There you go. That's a step in the right direction. What do you think, kevgret?
We asked for it, and he gave us a date. 2 weeks. That's exactly what we were looking for. We don't need 6 months ahead of time. Give us a week or two. Now we're excited.
Give
Build
us
anticipation.
something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And this game is a fire game. Check out this
played it,
trailer.
Brad?
Yeah, watch this.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
That's right, iiRcade. Let's make this happen.
Yo, that looks so fresh, man.
Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. You know,
I'm glad they didn't put that out the same week as Space Invaders.
They need to give both breathing room. And
what's this about the music mode? You can create your own beats or something.
You can create your own beats, and this game is almost like an evolution of shmup shooters. As you play it, it evolves, just like shooters evolved over time. And the arcade one-up community, they like to say, get loud. Guess what? Oh, hells yeah. We get louder. We get louder.
So true.
Our
Loud already,
is louder.
right?
The basic iiRcade, our basic model blows away anything they have ever even thought about doing.
We need John to give us that song when he's download, Brad. I can't play that without that song now.
Yeah,
That song
exactly.
pumps me up, man.
It's gonna get so loud in here, my wife's gonna kick me out.
But I am super excited for this game. I know they've been working on it for a long time, and they're trying to get it just right for us.
It almost looks like a sequel to Space Invaders Extreme. Have you guys ever played this?
Yes, I played that on the Xbox. Yeah, excellent game.
It's a great game. I played through it several times, but this looks like an evolution from that game almost. So,
and I actually own this game on my Xbox. The new one is coming on iiRcade.
Oh,
It is fun. Yes, yeah, you can get it on there. It's a fun game. I think everybody's going to enjoy this one.
iiRcade's been making a lot of moves. What do you want, Kevgret? You had something you wanted to talk about on the show.
Yeah, so I'm not sure everyone's aware. Maybe they are, but iiRcade actually reached out, and they now have a new consultant working with iiRcade. His name is Patrick Fitzgerald, and Patrick is joining iiRcade as an advisor. And so Patrick Fitzgerald has 40 years almost of experience. He has worked with Walt Disney World, Apple, and plenty of other places. And so what he's going to do is he's going to bring his valuable expertise to the team, and he's going to work and bring his knowledge of retail, entertainment, consumer goods, financial services, and private equity. And he's going to bring that to the iiRcade. And Zhang said this of the hire: "We are extremely grateful to have Pat join our family," said Zhang Shin, founder and CEO of iiRcade. Pat's skill set, expertise, and business connections will help the iiRcade grow as a leader in the video game industry. So this is a big deal for the iiRcade. Typically, when companies reach juncture points and they know that they need help, they bring in experts to guide them to the next level. So this next level could be international expansion with the brand, could be licensing, could be getting retail, could be a variety of things. And what's great about Patrick, he has every one of those skill sets that you would look for in an advisor. So welcome aboard, Patrick. We look forward to seeing what you can do for the iiRcade. And hopefully we'll get to say hi to you soon. Maybe he'll be at Game and Brew Night. Who knows?
Well, that's exciting. They're definitely making some moves, and
yes.
I'm glad to see that they're getting some fresh talent.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Kevgret,
So I
because I
actually
was going to
did,
send my resume, but all it says is I like to play games.
Yeah, that's all you need. Right? I did
Might
talk
be
to Jung
outclassed a
about
little
this
bit.
guy, and he did clarify that he said that Patrick is not. He's not. Just so nobody thinks this is the case. He's not like coming on board with like a bunch of titles in tow, right? It's not like we got him and he's going to get us this title or that title or this title. Like
No.
that's not the case here. They're bringing him on for his expertise and his business knowledge. And Jong looks up to this guy. He's going to be somebody that is going to take iiRcade to the next level. And that's where Jong was like, you can tell Jong's excited to have this guy on board.
Yeah.
But just to clear it up, it's not because the guy's like, got
He
some
doesn't,
ties
he
with
doesn't,
certain
he doesn't have a Soul Calibur in his pocket. Or
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. He's not coming on.
That's
for that.
not
He-
the case.
The iiRcade though, really, to me, it's when they do stuff outside the box is when the system is so great. Like when they do something like Donut Dodo or the Riptide Renegade game.
Yep.
Those are the games to me where they're outside of the box. Or a lot of the Bash titles are fun.
Yep.
What do you got going on over at Bash 6? I know you're working on some games.
There's a few we're working on. I can't talk about most of them. I can tell you bowling's getting reinvented. We got a bunch of changes. Bill went on a whole thing, and he's trying to call it Super Hyper Bowling Turbo Edition, and I've already X-nayed that. So sometimes Bill needs to be reeled in a little bit. So bowling's kind of a main focus right now because on the iiRcade, even right now, it's not it's like 5 versions behind of what we're actually producing.
Wow.
So it's I don't know if we call it an alpha or a beta, but yeah, a lot of changes coming to bowling. So a lot of focus there, and also putting bowling in a lot more places other than what this show's about. But tune in Saturday.
Okay, yeah, that's
Nice.
cool. I'm excited for that. Do you know? Is there still any plans to bring Time Killers online? How's that going? Or has that been abandoned?
No. Time Killers and Bloodstorm are on back burners for online right now. There's been all right. So the iiRcade uses its own emulator. Bash uses our own Retro Bash. That's our own emulator,
Which you created
And-
yourself.
Correct. Well, I didn't create nothing.
Well, I mean, Bill did probably.
Bill and you got a couple of the guys over there, and then on bowling you have Baker. Baker's phenomenal, and then we also have a mystery member of our team for our retro stuff. If you look, you know who it is. So the deal with getting all of those strata titles is the formula that iiRcade did for that. We released these games on Retro Bash, and Retro Bash and the existing formula is having a little bit of communication issues. So, because we would just throw it on our own server like what we do with bowling, but it's running Retro Bash to talk to a lot of technical jargon. They're not lining up right now. So it's definitely something we want to do, but we had to back burner it because bowling's too hot right now. We got to make sure bowling gets our full attention. But I want Ninja Clowns online because that would be perfect.
That would be a good. That would be a good co-op.
Multiplayer games.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
beat 'em ups are great. I love all the beat 'em ups on the iiRcade. They're fun to play through with people in the community. It's fun to play those games.
Absolutely.
But I want to thank you for all the work you're doing, and you're giving us great games, and we appreciate that. And thank
Absolutely.
you. Keep it up. We're looking forward to see what you're working on next, and I'll be watching your show. Tell me about your show, Six. You do a show. Maybe everyone doesn't know about it.
Yeah, well, so we got Saturday Morning Bash. It's every other week. This week, we're going to do that. It will be 11 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock my time here in the desert. And this week's special, we actually have Bill coming in. He's going to talk about why he created Bash. And it all has to do with his love of fighting games. So we're going to talk about that. We have Your Average Gamers going to swing by for a debate with Bill regarding the home arcade market and what it's like to develop it. We're probably going to talk about some of the hiccups with that because, I mean, at the end of the day, the technology in all of these cabs, it's not a PlayStation 4. It really isn't.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things
Optimization that you have to do probably to get it right.
Yeah. So Bill's going to go into that. We're going to talk a lot about fighting games this week. This will be we have a segment we call Research and Development 6. And that is a play on Research and Development 4, if you know your Nintendo history. But we're going to talk about fighting games. We're probably going to skip over a few. We probably are going to talk about Bloodstorm and Time Killers because, we released them, so we should.
Cool,
especially on Fighter Week. So we're going to talk fighters. Bill's going to go on a talk, and I'll let him. I'll release the reins about what he can talk about, and hopefully he will not get shut down too early in the show.
Awesome.
Yeah, swing by. It will be about a half hour to an hour is the average length of that show. Depends on how much we have to talk about.
Yeah, I try to catch it whenever I can.
Yeah, sometimes we'll even do some play-alongs. Just load up everybody and go play bowling, or sometimes we actually did a Mario Kart on our thing because as developers, we got to play. Like if we're working on Driver's Edge, which is a sequel to Driver's Edge from Strata, and that game. You got to play racing games to know what racing games feel like. So, yeah, we play non-bash games, too, and sometimes we got some play-alongs that happen.
Cool.
So it's good times are had by all.
Nice.
I can't wait for the Bash tank game.
Tank Bash is...
that looks good.
So note on Tank Bash. Tank Bash has been... We've been able to get dual sticks, which is what our dream has been.
That's awesome.
But
there you go.
We've gotten so close on the iiRcade, but the problem is what we're running into is we got to do 2 commands on 1 button, essentially, because when you move the stick, and you want to shoot left, you just move the stick left. But not only are you moving the turret, we're moving we're firing, which is 2 commands. So that's where we're hung up with, and we might have to do a rotating, and then the computer is ridiculously too hard. So we're building a game from scratch. Ask Michael how that is. I mean, it took him.
It's hard to balance it.
Yeah, and it's highly influenced by an Atari classic. You can look that one up. I can't technically say the name.
Robotron?
Okay, good. Well, Robotron is about as good as it gets for a dual stick shooter. So you definitely that's one to have a good inspiration from.
Yeah, and I can tell you it's going to come places other than iiRcade 2. It's going to be multi-platform, which we love because that fills up the iiRcade.
More
rooms.
players
You can
play with.
like,
for sure.
For bowling,
bigger lobbies.
Yeah, for bowling is available on the Polycade. It's available. It's going to come to Steam, and all of these people can play with iiRcade. So even if no one from iiRcade is playing bowling, you can still jump into a lane because 2 people are playing on their PC. So it's all about platforms, blurred lines. Just everybody get together, play how you want to play, and just play together.
Only thing that's important is that the games are good, And iiRcade is listening to us, I mean, that's the one thing I'll say about iiRcade. They're listening to the community. We had today, I can't believe it rolled out today, but we got the new leaderboards, 2.0. We have more people on the leaderboards. Has anyone checked out their iiRcade since the firmware update?
I did.
Yeah, my name is on it now because they go up to 100.
There you go. So it's becoming more inclusive.
So another thing that'll happen is when you launch a game, when it shows the control menu, you now have the option of adding that game to your favorites tab. And the first tab is now favorites.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. And, that's something that we directly asked for, and they delivered it, the other thing is, of course, with the golds, they had a bunch of changes. They're making the glossy marquee cover so that it'll look glossy. Look nice on camera if you're putting it on camera instead of a matte finish. They changed the way the cables are on the inside of the machine to make it easier to build. They added full button control on Space Invaders. You can make a favorites list and have like 20 of your favorite games now. Really
cool. Start super easy because you can go here. You can physically press X to delete it, and then it's just off your favorite. It's super easy.
It's just off your favorites. You can put it back.
You're like, I don't like Dragon's Lair anymore. You can just be all like, I don't want to see it ever again.
That's
and
awesome.
You don't have to scroll through all the games to get to them now.
Beautiful.
And
I wonder if they did any changes to any of the online play with the update. Maybe Michael will talk about it on Friday.
Yeah. And the other thing is they gave us a game announcement, which is what we really want. We just want to know that good games are coming.
I think I'm wrong with this statement, but to my recollection, he did a one more thing and did a game announcement for Space Invaders Infinity Gene. And I think, if I could be wrong, his last announcement that wasn't a same-day drop was also the first time we talked about Space Invaders for Taito. So there was probably one or two, but I do know that weight definitely made him hesitant on doing announcements. So I'm super excited because 2 weeks is perfect. Plenty of time to be prepared, know what's coming up, not sitting there trying to check the store at 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. What's fresh. All right, then you got to check again at 2 o'clock after the stream. Be like, all right, what up? Now what did he drop? So, and you know what? We don't need a game every week. I get
we don't. People are like, we don't. We got spoiled with that the first year. Here's my thing. I'll wait. Just get me something that's good. Whether it's an indie game, whether it's an old time like classic arcade game, just get me something that's good. And I just want to put it to rest. The people that say there are no games in the iiRcade, I mean, there's a ton of games on this machine.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it has so many games on it now that I'm completely happy with it. I'm glad they're adding more, but they have plenty right now to choose from. I mean, I still have a few games.
Are you guys saying that there's no games coming out tomorrow?
No, I already made that announcement.
All right, hold on. Let me get on the Facebook Marketplace. I got an arcade to put up.
Brooklyn, I heard Barris is getting released again.
Barris
just for you.
Yeah.
No, well, Barris is 2.
Barris is 2, just for Brooklyn.
Bear versus 2. There's 3 buttons this time.
Yeah, exactly.
They added joystick support. They're totally changing it.
Papa Brad's a hidden bear.
That would be good.
That would be the ultimate troll on us. Barris is 2.
Does that exist?
No, I hope not.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I want to do hashtag get louder.
I'm gonna tell you a story about Bears because I tried to fool my kid. I was like, hey, oh, this game's cool, and he played it for. He was like, no, Dad.
But wait a minute. But does he play a lot of games on the place? But you have gaming paradise.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the games you have. He has he has the best of the best games ever even made. I mean, your retro game collection is unbelievable. Speaking of which, if you haven't been by erbwars channel, you need to go over there and subscribe and watch his videos. He's amazing.
I would say the same thing about Tim's Tiny Arcade because I've been watching him for years. He has a great show.
Yeah.
I know.
Just started as a hobby, and I just keep doing it as a hobby. Just love talking about games. So,
You have an impressive Atari collection. I really like Atari games.
Yeah, I think I've got over 300 some plus games, probably closer to 400 games now. So, getting harder to find and more expensive if I'm going to keep collecting them now.
And you have the full Activision set too, don't you?
Yes, I have all the Activision games for the Atari 2600.
I have all the Activision games, everyone except for Hero and Double Dragon. But I have every other Activision game for the 2600.
Oh, Hero
I'm a
is
big
the shit,
2600.
Man. That's one of the best games on Atari.
Hero
I'm telling Brooklyn, try to find me a copy when you're at that game.
I was too busy
it's hard
trolling
to find. I know.
Everybody.
I
did look for the game though. I didn't see it.
Sonic Girl.
Sonic we've never seen before. Sonic Girl.
Yeah. It's like Hero, and then all of a sudden a girl passes by, and I completely forgot about Hero.
Brad, there was 50 girls that just blew him off. Funny.
Everyone.
Unless he paid for even that girl wanted to pay for pictures. Remember her? She was like, "Oh, you again." It was that girl in a bikini. She shouldn't have been wearing it. It was awesome.
Okay,
That's why
well,
you can't get Hero.
Yeah. Speaking of girls, got a little game review. We might need to do a little parental guidance suggested. This is very PG-13, but there is a game on the iiRcade made by Toplin. I had a full R-rated version. I'm not going to run that on the show. That was a little too hardcore.
We played the R-rated version on my show.
Yeah, we played the hardcore R.
They don't care about getting
Brooklyn
my channel
show.
taken down.
This is like the light kind of PG-13, but here's a game called PP and BBs or Whoopee. This is the reason to own an iiRcade. Check this out.
Mrs. Lockhart?
Chris, come down here. I need to talk to you.
following content is intended for mature audiences only. Enjoy. Last warning, no turning back now. We're going to be talking about PP and BBs, a game available on the iiRcade. PP and BBs is a 1991 Toplin game. When you think of Toplin, I know I think of shooters. This game is far from that. This game is an erotic platform game reminiscent of the game Elevator Action. The object of the game is to plant bombs in order to blow up a building and then escape.
Welcome to the show, Goofy folks. Glad you're here.
All the bombs go off. The player is rewarded with a picture of a reveal of a picture of a pretty woman. For each stage completed, 1/4 of the woman's picture is shown. The full picture is shown when all 4 stages of the building are cleared. Also in the game, there is a H coin that appears. The more H coins you collect, the more naked the women will be. Play mechanics of PP and BBs is really interesting. The player has a laser beam weapon. Basically, the laser beam, you shoot the laser beam, and the longer you hold it, they kind of fall to the platform below them. If you shoot them with a laser beam on the bottom of the playfield, they will fall off the screen and respawn behind the closed doors. So the enemies come out of the closed doors. All the stages have different things. Some have stairs, some have elevators. You get into trampolines as you get further. There are racing cars. I mean, this game has crazy play mechanics. The further you get into it, it becomes more challenging. And at a point, I even had to play with 2 players to complete 1 level. It's the only way I could do it. So this starts off easy, but this is one of those games that ramps up in difficulty as you move through it. Next I'm going to do a montage of some of the cool stages that you'll encounter while you're playing through this game. This is a fun game if you're looking for a little naughty adult fun and you like elevator action. This would be one I wouldn't sleep on. That's available on iiRcade right now. Oh yeah, check out those socks. This guy was a pain to get past. This was one of the hardest levels. Not the hardest, but one of the hardest. The game in all has a total of 6 increasingly difficult buildings that you can blow up. So if you're ready for some retro, elevator action, saucy fun, give this game a shot. I'm going to do a montage of everything you unlock.
That's a
you go.
great game. I think mine's
BBs.
broken. Mine only has D coins, and I get naked guys.
I tell you, you're playing the wrong version. You're playing the wrong version.
Hold on, I gotta buy it right now, guys. I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
where did you find that?
Find this game? It's so freaking awesome.
It's actually the game itself. Besides
great,
the little reward, it's a great game.
Yeah, it is fun. It's like if you combined elevator. It feels like elevator action and Spy vs. Spy combined. That was a very good comment. That's what it feels like.
A little bit of Dig Dug with that laser.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm being put in timeout now.
Well, yeah, I think you had a
only on iiRcade. The games Arcade 1-Up would not dare release.
How could you not buy an iiRcade for Pibby and Big B, whatever? Come on,
PB and BBs is a classic. This is the iir Pornians show.
All right.
Hey, you should see the you should see the fully restricted version. That is the PG-13 one nipple slip.
My show
I put one nipple slip in there, but it's this is truly a gem of a game.
Oh, we had more than a nipple slip on my show.
We had the thing is, the better you are as a player, when you get those, I think it's the H coins or something. That's what makes the clothes go away.
Yeah, but you do have to use strategy, because once you plant all the bombs, you have a limited time to get out before it explodes, and you never know where you have to go. So you have to kind of pay attention and try to plant that last bomb close to where you're going to hit the exit, because you don't have a lot of time to get out.
Look at Tony C's comment.
Yeah, he wants a skin cap. That would be
yeah, we want an X-rated skinned.
It would be in strip. It'd be in strip clubs around.
That makes it sound extra
strip clubs around the United States. Anything is possible, my friend.
Yeah. Get me one of those.
Hey, well, it had a warning. But it's things like that make this system so fun to own. When you come across something like that, I mean, I had to share it. I kind of debated whether I wanted to make the video, but I feel like, it's cool. I mean, we lost. I think it's cool they offered it. It's not for everyone, but give something for everyone.
There's something for everybody, right?
Exactly.
Well, Thunder Hoops 2 has nudity in it as well.
Yeah.
Alien.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Alien nudity. So.
Oh, also, what's it called? It's a shooter. It's for no reason. Absolutely no reason.
Hey, Kev.
Gun. The sequel to Gun. Hold on. Let me look it up.
Gun Barrett?
Kevgret, read Rexer's comment.
So, Rexer Show says, Arcade 1-Up fanboys want that game with John D in it, not the lady models.
Is that the truth or what?
I don't have anything with that statement.
I think it's Gunbird.
Oh yeah, Gunbird does have nudity, right?
Gunbird has nudity. Yeah, and for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just there out of nowhere.
No reason.
They should have added nudity in Space Invaders after you get past like the second level, or if you do the 15 shot.
Well, originally, Twin Brats had nudity in between the things.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I think you just sold a few more copies today, Brad. I know.
Yeah. All of a sudden, hopefully I can bring that game
it's
up
gonna
a little
shoot up
bit.
from like
400 up.
to
Yeah,
3.
it's gonna shoot up. It's gonna shoot up.
Twin Brat, I might have bitched a little bit about them that being taken out, but that's actually built in with the cabinet, so everyone gets that.
Wasn't there Squash?
Twin
too?
Brats, or is it
Twin Brats? Yeah, the one we were playing. Yeah. So when Squash has it, but Twin Brats is different because it's actual pictures, but they're just like old style digitized. It's actual nude pictures of women. And when you get past the first level, you can kind of see the picture, and then if you get the second one, then you get to see the whole picture.
Yeah, with the pack-in title.
They should have put something there though, like anything. Could have been a picture, any kind of picture. It's just like black screen. Congratulations, black screen.
They did that just to keep getting people to keep putting more quarters in.
That's exactly what it was.
That's all it was.
The iircade version skips it completely.
It skips it, huh?
Twin Brats, yeah.
That would have been better just to skip it completely, where like doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I added rainwater into mine.
I know, it's hilarious.
The
video was hilarious on the Friday Night Arcade show.
Are you guys familiar with the strata-title pairs?
No.
Look it up. So we got 7 strata titles, 7 strata titles that we've released for the iiRcade. Pairs is technically a strata title, and it's literally match 2. But there's a photo behind it.
Oh, that would be fun.
All right.
So yeah, just looks like Kev just Googled it. So yeah, strata pairs. Anyways,
let's get it out. Let's go.
Let's discuss other titles on iiRcade with nudity. So what is the one where you're in New York and you have to use your racquetball skills to like destroy stuff, and there's a girl sunbathing on the roof and she takes her top off every couple of seconds. So no one knows it.
I don't know.
I have that one.
There's some nudity in the squash game. If you look in the crowd, there's a little nudity in it, which is funny. So what's everyone got going on?
Like this
Don't all
weekend?
speak at once.
I know, right?
Like right now?
I'm chilling this weekend. Like no
Thank you
Friday
so
night
much.
arcade show tomorrow night. I'm just relaxing with the family this week, and then we'll be back full force next week.
I think Friday's going to be
Infinity
quiet
Gene
this week
drops
as a whole. I don't think iiRcade. To be my understanding, I think iiRcade Zone is on their very first bye week since they started this with their summer run. Brooklyn taking a week off, so it's going to be quiet. So it looks like people need to jump on Space Invaders and see if they can hit that 20K this weekend.
That's what I'm talking about. But I want to thank everyone for coming on. I appreciate you coming on the show. And if anyone has anything they want to say, make you full screen.
If you want to
I
win
just want to
this,
thank
I'm
you,
giving
Papa
it away
Brad, for having me
tomorrow.
on my first time on here. I really appreciate it.
So
man.
go ahead,
Thank
Tim.
you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
Yes,
I've been a
thank you
big
for
fan
having
for
me
a
on.
long time.
Yeah, big fan, Tim.
Big fan of your channel.
Thank you,
Love what
guys.
you're doing. I mean, it's always something cool. So I always check any of your
Hopefully
videos I watch.
I want to get back out and go to some arcades again and record. I love doing like my road trips and doing some of those. Those are my favorite videos to do. So maybe I'll be going up to Galloping Ghost again here since they just did an expansion. So I want to maybe cover that hopefully soon. So
okay.
Anyway.
Kevgret?
Yeah, so I actually just filmed a video, and I'm going to try to do a series called Future Games coming on the iiRcade. And these are games that aren't out yet, but I wanted to showcase them. And my first one is going to be Touch and Go Volleyball. And it's a one-button volleyball game. And it was announced way back at the Kickstarter, but we still don't have it. So I'm just going to showcase it, show you what it is, and see if you're going to get excited for Touch and Go Volleyball coming on the iiRcade. And tomorrow I will give this away in the morning. If you want to win, just go to my channel, find the video with this picture, and just comment, and that's it. Thanks, Brad.
Okay. Anyone else have anything they want to announce today?
Tune in on Saturday for Saturday Morning
yeah,
Bash, which I think might be the next show up with Friday being skipped. And if you want to know about the development size of making games for the iiRcade or Android or Polycade or Nintendo, any of these, I mean, I'll see if I can approve the question for Bill to answer. Because he will answer any question you ask, and some of them we shouldn't be talking about. So, swing by, and if you want to know what it's like to make video games, he's an open book, and I will close half of that book.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play us out with some Avengers. Let's let it rip. Papa Brad, and you've been watching the iiRcadians. A big thank you to all the iiRcadians that joined us today. Go to their channels and subscribe. We appreciate you being here and watching the iiRcadian show. Before you leave, please hit that thumbs up button. Be a hero and subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe to the channel. iiRcadians assemble, and remember to always stay legit.